Good morning, everyone! It feels like I'm always filming it just during the sunny day, but it's not true because we've been having quite very nice weather here in England. Yes, there were a few rainy and cloudy days recently, but overall it's been very beautiful. And what I want to say, I want to share something because I remember when I was at primary school, we used to learn about England and London, and I remember this metaphor of English weather, which I believe it used to be very common in the past, especially during summer. So there was this like saying English weather in summer, which meant rainy summers and not very warm weather, like maybe 19, 18 degrees. Oh, by the way, I'm just walking around the house on Lansdowne Road in Hope, and there is a blue plaque for Winston Churchill. I'm just going to film it for you. It says, Sir Winston Churchill was educated here at the Mrs. Thompson's Preparatory School. So this is the house. Lansdowne Road. In this episode, I'm taking you to Brighton, to a very special church and churchyard. It's called St. Nicholas Church, very old, ancient, historic church. Beautiful one. I'll share more details later, and also some information from the history which you might be interested in. So come with me, and I hope you will like it. I hope the church will be open, and also because there are beautiful elements, historical elements to see, and I want to take you around. There is big like churchyard cemetery, but it doesn't feel like cemetery anymore. It's converted into park, sort of, but still maintained the cemetery side. And it's in front of the church, but also across the road. I guess in the past it was a very big field, and there are some important people from Brighton history who are buried there, such as Martha Gunn. She was a Brighton dipper in 19th century, very well-known person, amazing woman from Brighton history. But you know, in the following videos, I want to take you also to a special Brighton Women History Tour, which is organized by Brighton and Hove Women History Group, and it's a self-guided tour around places where these women used to live or had some important mission there. We are standing in front of this beautiful St. Nicholas Church. Have a look. It's a really beautiful ancient church. I'm gonna show you from close distance. Look at this wall. Look at these beautiful stones. Let's see if it's open today. Need to go in front of the main entrance, but actually I'm doubting it. I don't think it's open. Now, today is closed, unfortunately, but it's fine. I can take you here some other time. If you like this video, make sure you put like and even a comment, so I know that I can come back here because you want to see more. And now, I'm wondering if you are interested in the history of this church. Well, let me share some information with you right now. St. Nicholas Church, this beautiful church behind me, is one of the oldest churches in Brighton. It's ancient parish church of Brighton dedicated to St. Nicholas of Myra, who is the patron of fishermen and travelers. Its origins date back to 14th century when the church was built on a hill overlooking the old town. As you can see, it's built in a facade of flintstone, so typical for this area in Sussex, and the tower belongs to the oldest parts of the structure. What's interesting is that the church survived French attacks and plundering of the coast in the 16th century, despite most of the village was burned down. And over the centuries, it became so popular that once the town population grew rapidly in 19th century, the extra services had to be held also in Chapel Royal, located in North Street. And when you now walk along St. Nicholas Church, situated literally 3 minutes up from Church Square, stop here in the park for a moment and look around this beautiful, peaceful area, which once used to be one large cemetery. And we can still see some of the old graves today, but this is a topic for another episode. Because we can't go inside right now, then let's go to the other side and I'll take you to that sort of churchyard park, which is on the other side, and it's behind the gate, behind the walls. It's just over there. And by the way, it's beautiful just to sit here and relax, even if it sounds weird. I mean, I know. But here in England it's just normal, you know, people convert cemeteries to the parks and you can spend quite nice quiet time here. And you know, it's just beautiful. I always, you know, when I was younger and even until now, I always used to love walking around the cemeteries. I don't know why, but I think it sort of started when I was a child, when we used to go to cemetery, for example, to put flowers to the grave of my grandma, and then I was walking around and, you know, lifting the flower pots that fell down. So I always made sure that every single flower pot with flowers is standing because I felt so sorry for those graves that they had fallen flower pots. And then when I was older, I used to take walks to different cemeteries in my hometown, and you know, it's something magic about it. And then when I was first time in London, one of my missions in London was to actually visit local cemeteries, because here in England they are very, very old and you can sometimes have graves from 17th century, which is wow, which is amazing. And you know, there are these different styles of gravestones, like Celtic ones, very old ones that are not maintained. I don't know, you have to see it. I'm going to show you in the other side of the park, because you can have a little insight into what I'm saying a little bit there. this one is quite maintained and it's very neat and clean. But what I was saying, I really want to show you. I'm thinking where... actually, yes! In Hove, actually. In Hove, there, in center Hove, there is a small cemetery, small churchyard. You can see the types of stones that I was referring to. So let's wipe back to Hove. Yeah, we appeared in Hove, and yeah, I'm going to show you a couple of stones that was talking about. Very, very beautiful and very, very old. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed the ancient part of Brighton and here Hove, actually, St. Andrew's Church. See you next time!